Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Glad that you're here. I appreciate so much you guys that take time out to watch me ramble on and talk about junk stuff. But hey, today, yeah, here it is. We are pulling the bed off of the C10 and in preparation to drop the rear end out of this thing. I don't want to have to build it while it's in the truck. It's just about as easy to have it out on a workbench and tear it down, set everything up, put it back together. So join in. We're going to have a good time. But I'm going to go ahead and take the bed off now while I still have the truck drivable. Get the bed off, out of the way, and then I can back the truck up and pull the rear end out, either out here or in my shop one. Reason why I'm kind of dressed warm is the temperature's dropping. It's supposed to get pretty cold here for Hogshooter America. It's going to get down into the teens, and I don't want to be outside working. I want to be in my nice warm shop. So it's really windy. I don't know how good the audio is going to be, so we may do a lot of time lapse here through the next little bit of this project. All my pieces are in the shop. Now this side, there's a bolt way up there, and then I have this electrical plug for all of my lights on my tail lights, I guess, for the truck. So I'm going to unplug this and get it out of the way so I can get to that bolt. It's really easy to get out. This truck's kind of different than a lot of the C10s on this year because it's got a leaf spring rear suspension on it. Most of these trucks had coils, and coils are great, but that's not what we got on this truck. We've got leaves. So I'm going to end up probably ordering some that are 3-inch lowering leaves so that the wheels and tires fit better. I think wheels and tires are next. We're getting ready to pull this rear end out. Pretty easy to get to bolts. But interesting, on the early C10, there's not really any way to get these out with an impact. Lots of wrench action. So here's a little tip. When you put the Suburban gas tank in one of these C10s, you can no longer access this bed bolt right here. So you're kind of at a catch-22. It's easier to put the gas tank in before the bed goes on, but once the bed's on, you can't get to this bolt right here. So it's kind of tough. I just simply drilled a hole all the way through the frame, put me an extra long bolt in there, because I'm just using 3/8 carriage bolts in this thing. So they're not anything special. Go down to the Atwoods or Tractor Supply or whatever you have in your area and get you some really long bolts to go through there, and then drill you some big old holes. All right, here's something that I realized about the time I was doing it. I put this exhaust hanger in here, and I welded the exhaust hanger to the cross member on the bed instead of just bolting it in there. I kind of knew what I was doing, but to get these off, I've got to cut them. So I'm basically going to take the old death wheel, and I'm just going to zip this dude apart right here, and then I'll cross the bridge of putting it back in when I get there. So yeah, simple stuff. Sorry guys, no, at least you got your safety screen on your computer, right? So no sparks in the eyes. All right, so everything in the front half of this truck is loose. Wires are all disconnected. Last thing we need to do is figure out our fuel filler, which I have running up here. It's got some clamps right here. She's kind of tight in there though, so I think what I'm gonna do is lower the truck down and pull all this loose from the top, and then yeah, I'll just fight it getting it out and it'll all be okay. All right, so this is a super cool little deal. This little box built here for my fuel filler. Man, it took forever to figure out how to get the right ratio of stuff here to pick the bed up even, to keep these corners from scratching the back of the cab. Just hate to scratch something when you've worked that hard on it. But you know, we got it taken care of. Yeah, bed came off really easy. Got it on this nice little bed dolly here. If I look from the back, yeah, from back here, I don't know, it's pretty dark up under there. Got a nice notched out cross member for rear end clearance, or gas tank clearance in this case. There was quite a little bit to do to get that tank to fit in the truck, but man, everybody hates to have those gas tanks right behind the seat, right? So that eliminated that issue. But at any rate, now we've got the bed separated so I can prep the bed to paint the bed. Truck's in the shop where it's nice and warm.